everyone. Just like Miss Dean said, I'm Meredith Lakis. This is my 13th year, if you count kindergarten, in the Rogers School District. And just growing up, I've seen other senior presentations, and I'm very excited to be doing mine also. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing I learned as a senior in high school is that everyone wants to know what you're doing next year. So that's where I decided to begin. I applied at 4 schools: the University of Arkansas, the University of Missouri, Oklahoma State University, and the University of Kansas. And I went to go visit most of these. I didn't go visit the University of Kansas, but all the other schools I did. I really did. I fell in love with the University of Missouri. Like, that was my first choice school. I was so excited to go. I did all the registration and everything. Like, I put in my notice to buy my room and everything, or save my space. But then, like, I tried, I needed a 27 to get a scholarship, and I took the ACT, I think it was 8 times, and got a 26. So I had to look for other options. So the next place I went, which was going to be a safety school for me, was Oklahoma State University. And I instantly fell in love with it. I was really surprised going in there. I wasn't expecting to like it or anything, and I went in there and instantly fell in love with the school and the students there, the town, Stillwater. It's not that pretty, but I don't know, it kind of feels like Rogers almost. I mean, Rogers is pretty. So that's where I'm going to go next year, Oklahoma State, and I'm going to get a bachelor's in science and sports media with a focus in public relations and a minor in something. They always say minor in something, so that might be sports marketing, that might be Spanish. They say Spanish is very helpful, so I might do that. And then the dream, of course, the dream job is a public relations specialist for any pro team. That could be soccer, baseball, basketball, football. I don't really care which one. I just want to get in with the pro team. I'd be doing like their social media aspects and things like that, and I think that'd just be really cool. I don't know. And then here is all the classes. This is how I got to be where I am today. So all my AP classes, I'm going to be graduating with 5. I took world history, AP Lang, psychology, human geography, and environmental science. And my AP classes were the best classes I could take in high school. It was so much fun, and I don't know, I just learned so much more than I did in my regular classes. But my electives really helped me decide who I am today, like help me figure that out. So first I took debate and forensics. I took debate my freshman year, and then forensics I took that my sophomore and junior year. And that was like really different for me. It was so different. It was really just a different crowd, and from the normal athletes that I hung out with and everything just all the time, and these were the brainiacs of the school in debate. And it was really cool. They could all talk super fast. I could not. But in forensics, I just got in front of people and was able to be a different person, and that was a real cool aspect for me. Then this year I took ceramics, and for my entire life I was told I wasn't artistic, and this was the first class that made me feel like I was artistic. This was a cup that I made in ceramics class. It's a functional cup, and I don't think it looks awful. And then I took outdoor ed and ecology, as most seniors do. Then I took Spanish 1 and 2. Then computer applications and business law. Then some of the extracurricular activities. I was an athlete, pretty big athlete in high school. I did basketball, track, and volleyball. And I played basketball and track before high school. But my junior year, I decided to just try out for volleyball. I mean, I've always wanted to do it. I didn't think I could, and so I was just like, well, just gonna go try this. So with a lot of help from Coach Miser and my teammates, I made the JV team, and I had a lot of fun. I was really happy I did that. I actually won some awards also. This one was Most Improved and Outstanding Blocker. And then also some awards that I've won. This one's my favorite one from track. It's my, I won it at the indoor state meet my freshman year, so I was like 15 years old running against 18 years old, and I felt so cool. It's an 8th place medal, but it's okay. Here's my Letterman that I have. I have my basketball one and my 2 bars that I got. Here's my track one. I also have bars for that one, but I just didn't put them on there. Didn't think I should. I don't know. And then varsity letters for basketball and track. And then the defense award that I got my sophomore year, and I was very excited to get this because I thought I wasn't that good on defense, but
It's okay.
all right. Also, in the summers I worked at Smoking Joe's Rib House, High Rise, and Naturals Ballpark. This summer I'm working at the High Rise and Naturals Ballpark. And it's actually really cool. I'm trying to get into the video and editing side of the Naturals Ballpark because that's what I want to be like. I want to get that experience before I go into college. Honors and awards. So as I said before, I won all these awards, and then also I got the Academy Awards. This one was the Rising Star Award, and then this one was the Leadership Award. Those were really cool for me to get because it really built my confidence coming up into my upperclassmen years. I'm actually invited to go back, so I'm excited to see what happens there. I also won, of course, Heritage Scholar War Eagle Excellence. Those were just for my GPA. I'm going to be graduating with a 4.1, I hope. And then also, Chamber of Commerce Award as a 3-time recipient. And then here's just, I made a little video of my friends I made in high school. And just to go along with this video, I just want to point out some parts. One year, my junior year, I was a soccer coach for a little rec boy, 6-year-old boys team, and that was a lot of fun. I did that with my best friend, and that was really something else, just doing the practices with them and everything. And also, being a boss leader was one of the highlights of my senior year. I loved being a boss leader. That was so much fun for me, just being in front of everyone at the pep rallies and leading the chants and things. And then, and so what it meant for me to be a War Eagle. Being a War Eagle has taught me individualism. If you walk down the hallways in Heritage High School, you definitely see a wide variety of people. And it's all great. They're all like so okay with themselves. And it's really just a good atmosphere to grow up in. It showed me a family away from home. And I have a story to go along with this. So it was my junior year of basketball season, and it was like, I don't know, midwinter. It's midwinter. Dad was out of town. He was in Florida on a business trip. We were playing Springdale at the time, and we were getting kind of beat, but we were still trying really hard. And Emily Seiler, one of my teammates, had knocked the ball away from a player, and so I went to go dive for it along with another girl. The girl was coming up very fast, and I got a knee right to the forehead. And so I fall back, hit the back of my head, I'm unconscious. So this is the story of my first concussion. I don't know where I am, don't know what's happened. I'm just sitting in the training room, just trying to remember my own name. So then Mr. Kilgore comes in. Yeah. Mr. Kilgore comes in, and he lets me call my dad. which I was very grateful for. I'm surprised I remembered his number. And he called me, he's like, okay, you're gonna be fine. I'm in Florida right now, I'm sending Hannah to go over to get you. So Hannah comes, and me and Daring, my best friend, went over to the hospital, where Miss Steen came and met us, and I just thought that was so great, because she was at home, she wasn't at the game or anything, she left her family to come and be with me and make sure I was okay. And then so we got settled into the hospital and everything, and I had coaches come in, I had other moms come in, I had teammates texting me asking me if I was okay. And that's when I really knew I had a family here at Heritage High School. Also, it led me to discover who I am and push me to achieve my goals. I wouldn't know that I liked sports this much, that I would like to make a career out of it if it wasn't for Heritage. I didn't know I could talk in front of huge crowds if it wasn't for this. And it really just, I stepped out of my box so much in Heritage. And then my special thanks, of course, I'd like to give a special thanks to sophomore year. This was the absolute worst year of my life. I lost my mom my sophomore year, and it was just hard to manage sometimes, but I'm really thankful for the lessons that it gave me. I'd like to thank all my teachers that have helped me throughout the way, especially Miss Shepard, who was really a school mom for me. Like, she was the one my sophomore year who made sure I was okay every single day. Like, she gave me a cookie every once in a while. And she's maintained that relationship with me. I still text her all the time when I have problems about college and everything like that. Also, I'd like to thank the Warrigal basketball program. This is where I made most of my friends my high school career. It has been so much fun to play with them, and I've really been honored to be called a Lady Warrigal with them. I'd like to thank all my friends for everything that they've done for me, and most importantly, I'd like to thank my family. My dad has really been a mom to me. He's played both parts along the way, and I'm so thankful for that. He's had dinner for us made every single night. And he's come to all my basketball games, and I cannot thank him enough. I'd like to thank my sister also, who couldn't be here today because she got a new job today, and I'm so proud of her. She's really been, you don't think about the things that you miss out on when you don't have a mother, but she's always been the one to go shopping with me, and she's always been the one, like prom dress shopping. Like, I'm not gonna have a mother to do that with, or wedding dress shopping. She's gonna be there for me. I'm so thankful that she's there for me to help me with all my questions and everything that I have growing up as a teenager and just making it through. And then my transformation. I started out high school as a girl who was trying to figure out who she is and who she wants to be. Through some tough struggles, some huge obstacles, I stand before you today as a strong, confident woman with so much more life experience, ready to take on whatever the world has to throw at me. Thank you.